Let's make the transmission and let's go. So we are speaking about future, no? ing versus will. And today's exercise, listening comprehension, is about future. So let's practice the audio and the corresponding expressions. Okay? Let's begin with this. Attention.
Before COVID-19, my plan was to study drama at university next September, but now the theatre industry is in big trouble, so I don't think this is a good idea anymore. Also, it's expensive, and my parents are worried about money. I was looking at courses at the local college, which is cheaper, but the courses there don't interest me much. I'd have to study something like care work or computing. So right now, I'm not sure what to do.
I was working as a flight attendant before COVID-19, but then I lost my job. Fortunately, I found work quite quickly at a local care home for the elderly. The work isn't so different from working on planes. Actually, I'm enjoying it more because I can form relationships with the people I help. I also spend lots less time traveling, so I have more time to exercise and relax. So, I'm going to continue working here and get some care work qualifications from the local college at the same time.
I was in my last year at school when COVID-19 hit. My plan had been to do my exams and go to university to study computer science. But my exams were cancelled, and suddenly I had lots of free time. Then I found a job at a local computer firm. They were really busy and needed help. I found that I didn't need advanced computer skills to work there. Soon, I was busy and earning money, and I love it. I've decided not to go to university now. I'm going to stay working here.
I was working as a computer engineer for a big clothing store before COVID-19. But then the business closed down and I lost my job. To be honest, I enjoyed having free time. I've worked really hard recently and have plenty of money saved. I began to wonder why I was working so hard doing something that I don't really enjoy. So I've decided to go to college and study drama. I've always wanted to do that, but I chose a safer career. But now I think it's time to enjoy life more.
That's the audio. Wow. Okay. What is the audio about? Tell me, Laurita, what do you understand?
They talk about the university
Sure.
and travels.
And travel. Okay. But what is the topic? The common topic.
About the jobs.
About the jobs, close, but not really. They are speaking about jobs, they're speaking about school, but there is one topic in common. Who understood the topic in common, the conversation in common? You can tell.
It's the plans.
Mm-hmm.
The plans, the school, and the jobs.
That sounds, yes, but incomplete.
Okay, teacher.
What about, for example, Hector and Juan? Can you complement Laura's information? What is the common conversation in the audio?
I think it was vacations.
Close also. Close, but not really. There is something happening here. Okay, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you here. Let's go to the dictionary and let's start the vocabulary. Shall we? Vocabulary. Pronunciation. Help me, Hector.
COVID-19.
Exactly. COVID-19.
COVID-19.
This was the most important event of the previous years. The COVID-19 pandemic, right? The audio speaks about different people's lives and ambitions and plans before COVID and after COVID. Okay. So in the audio, you will listen to 4 different people. Number 1,
University next.
Rebecca. Let me give you the picture of Rebecca. So this is Rebecca. We have also Sarah. We have also Paul. And we got Greg. So these 4 people are speaking about their life before and after COVID. So we need vocabulary to understand what happened in their lives. Okay? Let's start with number 1, pronunciation. Juan.
Clothing.
Again, look at the symbol.
Clothing.
Kinda. I think we need to review our sample. Everybody, open microphones and repeat. E.
E,
A.
A,
Ear.
ear,
Er.
ear,
Eh.
E,
Yeah.
E,
Er.
R,
U.
U,
Ur.
Ur,
Oh.
Oh.
Ah.
A,
Aw.
O,
I.
I,
Er.
O,
Au.
O,
O.
O,
Oi.
Oi,
Or.
Or,
U. Again. O.
O,
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ra.
Ra,
Wa.
Wa,
Ba.
Ba,
V.
B, Z,
Da.
Da, Cha,
J.
J,
S. Z.
Z,
Sh.
J,
J.
J,
Again.
Ga,
Ga.
Ga,
Mm.
Mm,
Mm.
Mm,
Ang.
An,
Ra.
Ra,
L.
L, Ha,
And the schwa sound. Exactly. So Juan, how do you pronounce this sound?
Oh.
Oh, right? This is the sound
Oh.
that we have here. So pronunciation?
Clothing.
Yeah. And what about Juan? Juan, observe the Zoom.
Show me symbol, please.
The symbol, it's over here.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Complement O and add U. KLE.
I don't understand. Only pronunciation. What is the pronunciation?
For me, pronunciation, clothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Clothing.
Clothing,
Clothing.
not clothing.
Clothing.
Glow.
Clothing.
Excellent. But no fast. No fast. Relax, relax. Clothing. Separate. Go. One. No fast. Slow.
Clothing.
Clothing. Separate.
Clothing.
Exactly. It's slow, relaxed, not fast. No McQueen, no Kuchao. Relaxed. Clothing. Got it?
Right.
Good. So what is clothing? Well, everything that you find in a clothing store. Right? Is clothing. Sarah, Forever 21, Sasha or Shasa, whatever. You know, all that is clothing. Okay? Clothes in general. Question?
No.
Easy, no?
Yes.
All right. What about Lau? What about Hector? Easy or difficult?
Easy.
All right. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. So let's go to the next one, right? Go, Laurita.
Plenty.
Exactly.
Plenty.
Plenty. Plenty, and this is with the connector of. Okay? Plenty with the connector of. This is when you say plenty of is similar to lot of. Remember that, eh? Plenty of is similar to a lot of. Question. Laurita, what do you have plenty of in your house?
I have a plenty of clothes
Good.
and shoes.
Okay, very nice. Now be careful. Plenty of is not countable. Eliminate a.
Okay.
Repetition.
I have in my house plenty of clothes.
Excellent. Now organization. Person verb, complement in my house.
Okay.
Final.
I have plenty of clothes and shoes in my house.
Excellent. That sounds perfect. Perfect, perfect example. Very good.
Yes.
Okay, let's go to the next one. This one. Hugo, pronunciation.
Drum.
Look at the symbols. How do you pronounce this symbol?
E.
Kinda. Listen to this.
Oh.
It's not a, it's not u, it's a.
It's O.
Exactly. So how do you pronounce complete?
I'm sorry. Tremor.
Kinda. How do you pronounce this symbol? This
A.
over here. Symbol, no alphabet.
Okay. Oh.
So how do you pronounce?
Drama.
Excellent.
Drama.
You see? Do you understand drama?
I think so, yes.
No, in a moment the definition, but pronunciation.
Drama.
Excellent. Very good. Drama.
Drama.
What is drama? Drama is when you are talking about the theater, the events, especially when you talk about theater, movies, television. This is drama. Acting, actors, actresses. Yes,
Okay.
this is wrong. Hector, do you want to study drama?
Yes, I want to study drama.
Okay, interesting. Very good. Excellent. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's go with the next one. Juan.
Begin.
Slow, slow. Separate the syllables.
Began.
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 Slow. Excellent.
Began.
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 With an open, open, open. Began. Open more. Began.
Began.
Exactly. Yes. Open, open. Began is the past of begin. And what is begin? Begin is similar to start. Begin is similar to start.
Okay.
I began studying English 6 months ago. I began reading my book 2 months ago. It's in the past. Juan, when did you begin your university study?
Can you repeat, please?
When did you begin your university study?
I began Um, ago for years all the university.
Okay, organization. Person, verb, complement, time.
I began ago.
This is time. Time is at the end. Complement.
I began the university ago for 4 years old.
Excellent. Eliminate old and collocate ago.
Okay, switch.
Exactly. No, old is for person and ago is for past.
Okay. I began the university 4 years ago.
Yes, brother. That sounds good. Good English. Good English. I began the university 4 years ago. Excellent. Let's pass to the next. Yes. Transition. Hector.
Lost.
Exactly.
Lost.
Lost is the past for lose. Okay. And what is lose? Lose is when you cannot find something. You cannot find something. Example. Oh my God. Where is my cell phone? I cannot find my cell phone. I lost my cell phone. Oh my God, where is the control remote? Where is the control remote? I don't know. I lost my control remote. No television. You see? Questions lost? Do you understand lost?
I understand.
Yes? Very good. Tell me, Hector, what was the last thing you lost? What was the last thing you lost?
Sorry, the last what?
The last thing. Thing is object. The last thing, the last possession, the last.
Oh, yeah.
Right? What was the last thing you lost?
I was lost my shoes.
All right. Eliminate was. Was is independent verb to lost.
Okay. I lost my shoes.
Exactly. You lost your shoes. Very good. Well, and did you find your shoes or not?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Is an example?
Yeah, the shoes. It was back is how do you say sillón?
Sofa.
Sofa. Okay.
In the back of the sofa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really.
Yeah. True story. True story.
True story.
I lost my shoes in the gym. My favorite tennis. Similar story. Very similar story. Very sad. Okay, Laurita.
Elderly.
Exactly.
Elderly.
Elderly. Okay, what is elderly? When you are talking about elderly, this is a formal expression for old people. Old people is offensive. Attention. You don't say, oh, these are old people. No, 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 no. This is offensive. With respect is elderly.
Okay.
Okay. The elderly in my family are my grandmother and my grandfather.
Okay.
Yes.
Is all the persons when
People.
they are old.
Exactly. All the people, not persons, eh?
Yes. Is when the person are old.
People.
People?
Mhm.
Okay.
Eliminate persons.
Okay. Okay, I understand, teacher.
Repeat is when?
Es when the people
Exactly.
are old.
Exactly. Perfectly. Is when the people are old. So that's my question. Laurita, do you respect the elderly in your family?
Yes, I respect the elderly in my family.
Excellent. Very good. Very, very good. So this is a formal way. Old. Very good. Next. Juan. Pronunciation. Juan.
Perhaps. Per home.
Separate. Exactly. Very good. Now there are two words. Where is the stress? Look at the symbol.
Per home.
Switch. Care home.
Care home.
Exactly.
Care home.
You see? Care home. Right?
Right.
So what is care home? Care home is a house for the elderly. I repeat, care home is a house for the elderly. Here you have a medical assistant. You see? They can sleep, they have activities, they go at the care home. Okay?
Okay.
Juan, what is your, do you think a care home is expensive?
Can you repeat the question, please?
I repeat, do you think a care home is expensive? Do you think a care home is expensive?
Really, the Mexico City is not her home.
Her
Not-
home.
Not much existent.
Ah, okay. What is the expression for existence? Kindergarten English.
Many.
Expression for existence. Existence.
Very.
Existence, concentration. Remember the kitchen. Remember the city. Existence. Exist tomatoes in the refrigerator. What is the expression?
There.
Again?
There.
There. For singular?
That.
Come on, Juan. What is the verb for there? For location. What is the verb for location?
To.
Verb for location. Verb. No connector. Verb. No?
I don't remember.
Okay, Juan, come on. There
There are.
have for plural, there are.
There
But
is.
for singular, there is.
Okay.
So if you say care home or care homes,
No, there is care home.
there is care home. Now you said negative existence, no?
There isn't.
There isn't. Ah, you see? Yes, you know. Complete idea.
I don't much. No, sorry. I. No.
Eliminate I.
There isn't much care homes.
Exactly. Care homes is countable. Much is uncountable.
Okay. There isn't
Exactly.
care home.
What is similar to much, but for countable?
Ah.
Similar to much?
Many.
Exactly. Complete idea.
There isn't many care home
Where?
in Mexico. In the Mexico?
In the Mexico? Are you the Juan?
No.
Eliminate the Mexico. Eliminate that.
In Mexico.
Exactly.
Okay.
Very good. But that might, okay, your structure is perfect, but that's not my question. My question is, do you think it's expensive?
Is glad. No, is that? The question is complement. My response is complement the question. For
Compliment, but this is not the question.
Okay.
Think?
Yes, I think. Expensive.
Person verb complement. What is expensive?
I think care home. I think care home expensive.
A verb for description. Person verb complement. What is the verb?
Think.
Is I think. Okay, I think. And then care home. What is the verb for the description for care home? Expensive is a description. Exactly. Right?
I think it's care home.
Question or affirmation?
I think care home is expensive.
Exactly. That is much better. You see, it's very important to respond directly. Don't invent extra information, no complementary information. Direct. You see, we continue exercising. Okay, switch to Spanish really fast. Ahorita volvemos a la clase porque vamos a tomar asistencia. Jessie, good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Hello.
Good night.
Hi, good night. So we're going to say attendance, please.
Yes, please.
Grecia.
No vino.
Okay. Juan Ángel.
Presente.
Thank you, Juan. Good night. Héctor Hugo.
Present. Good night.
Hi, Héctor. Thank you. Good night. Laura.
Present.
Hi,
Hello.
Lau. Hi. Good night.
Good night.
Lucero.
No vino Luz.
All right. Gerson.
Gerson tampoco.
No. Clau.
Tampoco vino.
All right. So that's all. Thank you. Good night.
You
Good
too.
night,
Good
Ed.
night. Good weekend. Bye. Excelente. Vamos a aprovechar que estamos hablando español para decir, para recordar el objetivo del nivel. Recuerden que el objetivo, hay algo que aprendimos en primaria y secundaria, que es hablar con nuestras propias palabras. Es decir, ellos te ponen un texto y de repente te dicen, responde con tus propias palabras. Eso lo podemos hacer porque como español es nuestra lengua madre, pues ya tenemos palabras, ya podemos explicarlo con nuestras propias palabras. ¿Qué pasa con el inglés? Si intentamos hacer o explicar con nuestras propias palabras, pues es la razón número uno por la cual nos desesperamos al momento de hablar inglés o nos da miedo hablar inglés, porque no tenemos esas palabras. ¿Me explico? Entonces, seguimos en la misma filosofía del nivel 1. No les voy a preguntar palabras que no sepamos. ¿Me explico? Que aún así, el there is y there are ya lo habíamos visto, ¿no? There are not, or there is not, many care homes in Mexico City. Ok, eso era fácil decirlo, right? Pero al intentar expandir la pregunta, te vas a llenar de miedo de no saber qué decir o cómo decirlo, porque justo esas palabras apenas las estamos aprendiendo, right? So, no te pongas el pie solito. ¿Me explico? Solamente usa la información de la pregunta. Ese tip es para todos. Yo la pregunta que te voy a hacer la hago con el propósito de que tú la reacomodes en una oración. Yo te la hago en formato de pregunta y tú lo tienes que reacomodar en formato de respuesta, usando la estructura principal. Persona, verbo, complemento. Siempre con el complemento en su lugar, porque es muy común poner el complemento en medio. Right? Es siempre persona, verbo, complemento. Persona, verbo, complemento. Detecta tu persona, detecta tu verbo y detecta el complemento. Ese es el objetivo del nivel. La conversación se da cuando logras hacer eso. Right? So, ese es el objetivo. ¿Preguntas?
No, teacher.
¿No? Bueno, Juan, bueno, Laurita.
No,
teacher.
teacher.
All right. Perfect. So let's continue. Right? Similar to care home, we have this one. This pronunciation, Laurita.
Care worker.
Yes, of course.
Care worker.
A care worker is a medical assistant. A medical assistant in the care home. This is a care worker. See? That's a care worker.
Yes, teacher.
Ahorita, do you know any care worker do you know any care worker in Mexico?
Yes, I know some car worker.
Excellent. If you say some, is plural. Care worker, plural.
Okay, some car workers.
Excellent. Very good. Okay, I like it. Let's continue. Let's go with this one. Hector.
Skill.
Correct.
Skill.
A skill is an ability. Skill is an ability. Tell me, Hector, do you have computer skills?
Yes, I have computer skills.
Very good. Easy peasy. Next. One.
Earn.
Excellent.
Earn.
Very good pronunciation, Juan. To earn, this is an action, this is a verb, and this is to obtain money, to get money for work. Your salary is the money that you earn. Office employees earn money for time. Some engineers earn money for time too. For example, project managers earn money per project. Juan, where do you earn money? Do you understand earn?
Example, please. Image.
There's no possible because it's an action. It's salary. Okay, probably if I say salary.
Yes.
Probably this.
To image, maybe.
This.
Okay.
Yes.
Repeat the question.
Where do you earn money?
Where?
When I working?
When? No.
But no, where? Where?
Location?
In this case, for example, Via said, when I'm working. Yes, but this is when, no where. Location.
I don't work.
You don't work? Exactly. So you can make a negative idea.
Okay, I don't work.
I don't work. So what happened?
I don't work. I don't earn.
Exactly. That is correct.
Okay.
Perfect, brother. You don't work, so you don't earn. You see?
Okay.
Very good. The last. Pronunciation, Laurita.
Engineer.
Very good.
Engineer.
What's an engineer? An engineer.
My sons are engineers.
Oh, very good example. Yes, your sons are engineers.
Yes.
Very good. Juan is an engineer too.
Okay. Perfect.
Engineer student. And Hector too, no?
No,
No.
no.
What are you? What are you?
How do you say licenciado?
Well, in English, it's not different, you know. In English, engineer and licenciado or licenciatura is engineer similar.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's very interesting. In Mexico, is engineers versus licenciados, no? But it's the same because you have a university level.
Porque todos somos
Okay.
licenciados al obtener una licenciatura, terminar una universidad.
Exactly. Here and in China, you are a university major. University major.
Major.
Doesn't matter if you're engineer or not. You are a university major. Like this.
Okay.
University major. With capital letter. Major now. You see? University. So this is precisely the thing. In this case, what major are you, Hector?
Administración. How do you say administración?
Management.
Management. Okay.
Complete idea. I
am management engineer.
No, major.
A major.
Ajá.
I am major management.
Switch. Major management.
I am
Switch.
management major.
Excellent. And management major, professions always singular. I am a.
I am major management.
Exactly. Switch. Major management.
I am management major.
Exactly. You are a management major. Very good. All right. And what about Bea? What are you?
I am engineer, system engineer.
Oh, similar to Juan. Very good.
Yes.
That sounds very nice. Systems
When-
engineer. Very good. Well, similar to Hector, I am a systems engineer. Singular.
System engineer.
Exactly. That's right. Okay, my people, very, very good. Okay, here is the vocabulary for today's audio. Please pay attention to the audio and tell me, what do you understand? Okay, attention.
Then the
Before COVID-19, my plan was to study drama at university next September. But now the theatre industry is in big trouble. So I don't think this is a good idea anymore. Also, it's expensive, and my parents are worried about money. I was looking at courses at the local college, which is cheaper, but the courses there don't interest me much. I'd have to study something like care work or computing. So right now, I'm not sure what to do.
I was working as a flight attendant before COVID-19, but then I lost my job. Fortunately, I found work quite quickly at a local care home for the elderly. The work isn't so different from working on planes. Actually, I'm enjoying it more because I can form relationships with the people I help. I also spend lots less time traveling, so I have more time to exercise and relax. So, I'm going to continue working here and get some care work qualifications from the local college at the same time.
I was in my last year at school when COVID-19 hit. My plan had been to do my exams and go to university to study computer science. But my exams were cancelled, and suddenly I had lots of free time. Then I found a job at a local computer firm. They were really busy and needed help. I found that I didn't need advanced computer skills to work there. Soon, I was busy and earning money, and I love it. I've decided not to go to university now. I'm going to stay working here.
I was working as a computer engineer for a big clothing store before COVID-19. But then the business closed down and I lost my job. To be honest, I enjoyed having free time. I've worked really hard recently and have plenty of money saved. I began to wonder why I was working so hard doing something that I don't really enjoy. So I've decided to go to college and study drama. I've always wanted to do that, but I chose a safer career. But now I think it's time to enjoy life more.
That's it. Vocabulary you understood. Any example? What do you understand?
I understand that the persons of the people.
Mhm.
These people work in a care home.
Yeah, very good. And what else? Well, that's it.
Rebecca worked in care home.
Excellent. Care home is countable. Rebecca working.
Rebecca works in the care home.
Care home is countable.
At care home.
Exactly. Very good. That's correct.
Yes. The first person.
The first person. Exactly. Yeah, the first person is Rebecca. That's correct. Very good, Laurita. Very, very good. And you, Juan, what did you understand?
I very fast for me. I don't understand how do you say todo in complementarianism?
How do you say todo? It was in previous vocabularies.
Is use.
Help, guys. How do you say todo? Students.
All is complement duration. Yes. No.
Kinda. No. How do you say todo, guys?
Very.
Very is an emphasis.
Everything.
Complete.
Okay. Everything. I don't understand everything. Audio. I understand. How do you say algunas?
How do you say algunas? This is in previous vocabulary. Guys, help. Exactly. You see?
Some words.
You understand some words. Okay, but what do you understand? It's not necessary. Everything. Tell me one thing you understood.
Only words that
Single words, no?
began.
Began. What was the idea? Do you remember?
Began clothing. I don't idea.
Okay, that's it. That's it. Single words. Okay. Concentration. Next time, concentration. You need to extract some ideas. Okay. Only one idea. Not totally. Not totally. Only one, and that's it. So let's go, guys. These are the questions, and this is the vocabulary. Okay. We will listen in a moment. Question number 1. Which speaker from the 4 people, which speaker will study drama? Number 2, which speaker will study care work? Number 3, which speakers, plural, which speakers will continue to do the job? Will continue to do the job they are doing in this moment. There are 2, Let's call it here. There are 2. Number 4, which speaker will work with computers in the future? Number 5, which speakers, plural, lost a job during COVID? Attention, because there are 2 again. And the last one, which speakers found a job during COVID-19? Choose again 2 answers. There are 2. I will play the audio a final time. Everybody take a note. Answer. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
But then
Before COVID-19, my plan was to study drama at university next September.
¿Estás creando
But
tu
now
negocio online?
My plan was to study drama at university next September. But now the theatre industry is in big trouble. So I don't think this is a good idea anymore. Also, it's expensive, and my parents are worried about money. I was looking at courses at the local college, which is cheaper, but the courses there don't interest me much. I'd have to study something like care work or computing. So right now, I'm not sure what to do.
I was working as a flight attendant before COVID-19, but then I lost my job. Fortunately, I found work quite quickly at a local care home for the elderly. The work isn't so different from working on planes. Actually, I'm enjoying it more because I can form relationships with the people I help. I also spend lots less time traveling, so I have more time to exercise and relax. So, I'm going to continue working here and get some care work qualifications from the local college at the same time.
I was in my last year at school when COVID-19 hit. My plan had been to do my exams and go to university to study computer science. But my exams were cancelled, and suddenly I had lots of free time. Then I found a job at a local computer firm. They were really busy and needed help. I found that I didn't need advanced computer skills to work there. Soon, I was busy and earning money, and I love it. I've decided not to go to university now. I'm going to stay working here.
I was working as a computer engineer for a big clothing store before COVID-19. But then the business closed down and I lost my job. To be honest, I enjoyed having free time. I've worked really hard recently and have plenty of money saved. I began to wonder why I was working so hard doing something that I don't really enjoy. So I've decided to go to college and study drama. I've always wanted to do that, but I chose a safer career. But now I think it's time to enjoy life more.
There we go. Hector, which speaker will study drama?
Rebecca and Greg.
You are incorrect. It's not.
Really?
Yeah. Let's listen. Let's first go to Rebecca and let's listen what she said.
The theatre industry is in big trouble. Before COVID-19, my plan was to study drama at university next September.
Repeat. Hector?
Yeah.
Repeat what Rebecca said.
Again, please.
Okay, yes, of course.
Before COVID-19, my plan was to study drama at university next September.
She is planning to travel.
Don't paraphrase. Literal repetition. Again, literal repetition.
Before COVID-19.
Again.
Is COVID-19? No.
Yes.
Sorry, no. Is it COVID-19?
Yes. Exactly,
Yeah.
COVID-19, but it's incomplete. Listen again.
Before COVID-19.
The fall?
Okay. What is the contrary for after?
Before.
Exactly. Listen.
Before COVID. Okay.
Before COVID-19, my plan was to study drama.
Continue.
Before COVID-19, my plans.
Plans or plan? Plans is plural, plan is singular.
My plans.
Incorrect. Listen again.
Drama.
Oh.
Before COVID-19, my plan was to.
Before COVID-19, my plan.
My plan. My plan what?
My plan was?
Exactly. Yes.
Before COVID-19, my plan was to study drama at university.
Okay. My plan to study.
What happened to the verb? Incomplete.
Okay, before COVID-19, my plan was study in. Is in Roma?
Okay, that's impossible because in English it's Rome.
It's Rome. Rome.
So that's impossible. What is the study of arts, scenic arts, actors, actresses?
Yeah. It was. I forgot.
What was it? Oh, what happened to that? What was it?
Drama.
You see?
Yeah.
The question is, which speaker will study drama?
Rebecca.
Are you sure? Repeat what Rebecca said. Before COVID?
Before COVID-19.
Uh-huh.
Before COVID-19.
Memory.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Memory. The most important ability for listening is memory. So it's before COVID-19.
My plan
Exactly.
was to
Excellent. Can you repeat the verb? My plan what?
My plan was study.
Was. This means that is not anymore. Her plan was in the past. Bye-bye. You see?
Yeah.
So she's not studying drama no more.
Okay.
You see? Is Rebecca studying drama?
No.
Exactly. And what about Greg?
It's just Greg.
It's just Greg. That's correct. Exactly. Automatically he says this.
But then
Yes.
the business closed down and I lost my job. To be honest, I enjoyed having free time. I've worked really hard recently and have plenty of money saved. I began to wonder why I was working so hard doing something that I don't really enjoy. So I've decided to go to college and study drama.
What did she decide?
It lost Greg lost his work.
Exactly. So what did he decide?
He will study drama.
Exactly. That's correct. Option B. Very good. You see, so listening is about paying attention to the small words. The small words is very, very meticulous analysis, right? That's the ability. Very good, Hector. Let's go to Laurita. Which speaker will study care work at the local college?
Rebecca.
Rebecca, that sounds good, but it's incorrect.
Is correct?
No, it's
No,
incorrect.
teacher. Oh.
It's not Rebecca. Listen to Sarah.
Lots less time traveling, so I have more time to exercise and relax. So I'm going to continue working here and get some care work qualifications from the local college at the same time.
You know what? We need this vocabulary. Let me help you with new vocabulary, Laurita. Pronunciation.
Qualification.
Exactly. Qualification.
Qualification.
A qualification is a paper, a document that is like a certification, you know? It's a certificate that you completed a course. A certificate that you completed a course. This is qualification.
Okay.
You see?
Okay.
So what qualifications does Sarah want? Listen again.
Get some
Please.
care work qualifications.
When I obtain
Mhm. Similar to obtain?
similar obtain
Mhm.
have
Obtain for you.
get
Similar to obtain. Exactly. Listen again.
I'm going to continue working here and get some care work qualifications.
when I get qualification.
What type of qualification?
When I get a qualification.
Listen to my question. What
Yes.
type? What type of
Ah.
qualification? What type of qualification?
When finish the study.
Not when. What type?
No.
What type? Do you know what is type?
When
Do you want no when? When no?
what
type?
what time? Finish the COVID-19.
No. My question is not when. My question is what type? What is type?
What time?
No, type.
Type. What type?
Exactly.
No, teacher.
Okay, type. I'm saying what type?
Type is yes, I understand type.
Yes.
Type is right.
No,
right?
No. This is the class. For example, what type of coffee do you like? I like Mexican coffee.
Okay.
I like Oaxaca coffee. Or I like
Selection.
Indian coffee. Selection, exactly.
Okay.
So what type of qualification? Listen again.
I'm going to continue working here and get some care work qualifications.
No.
No?
No, teacher.
What is the name of the work for the elderly?
The work?
The work in the care home.
Okay.
What is the name?
Okay. Is the car worker?
Exactly. And this is the person, no?
Okay.
But the concept is care work.
Okay, care work.
Listen again.
I'm going to continue working here and get some care work qualifications.
Okay. She obtained qualification for care work.
Exactly. Literal information. I can. Because she
work.
never said obtain.
I can get qualification for.
Listen again.
Okay.
Listen to the position.
Qualifications from the get some care work qualifications.
I can get. Can get. Care work for qualification.
Yes, exactly. You can get care work qualifications.
Okay. The answer is Sarah.
Exactly. Yes, of course. Which speaker will study care work at the local college?
Sarah.
Sarah. And she said at the local college.
From the
Yes.
local college.
There we go.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, yes, teacher.
Oh, okay. Very good, my people. Let's finish the class for this moment. Excellent weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? No, I'll see you on Monday. Sorry.
The
Thank you,
exam
teacher.
Yes, see you. The
is
exam?
Monday.
On Monday. Yes.
On Monday, yes.
The exam is on Monday. So please study, study, study.
Yes, teacher.
All right. See you later. Have a good night.
See you
See you,
on
teacher.
Monday.
Thank you.
Que descansen. Buenas noches.
You too. See you on Monday. Switch to Spanish. Cuídense mucho. Nos vemos el lunes. Que tengan buen fin de semana. Y me quedo hablando con Bea.
See you.
En
Bye.
fin,
Thank
para
you,
todos.
teacher. Bye.
Yes, of course. Bye-bye. See you later.